Students returned to campus yesterday, and they wasted no time getting in line and then making their way down to the court for the first ever ranked matchup between Texas A&M and Ole Miss. They have filled the stands tonight at the Pavilion and ready to cheer their Rebels on to what is, to this point, an undefeated home. Florida just escaped South Carolina moments ago with a big win against the Gamecocks. Ole Miss controls the tip. They've reverted to the starting lineup that they had before conference play. First play of the game, they tried to get it on the backside to this Texas A&M jam-packed defense, and it ends up in a corner three, and it's good. Matthew Morrell for three.
The whole key to that first play was get quick ball reversals, make A&M rotate. Well done by Ole Miss.
Taylor gets turned away by Malik Dia, and we've got a jump ball. Drew the ire of his head coach with his lack of effort, especially on the glass. Here's Zurich Phelps for three. And an offensive rebound. That is page one of the A&M play, tied with Auburn for the league lead, undefeated. They are undefeated at home, one of four SEC teams that hasn't yet lost on its home court. Able to get it inside with Trey Davis. Pass corner three, wide open. And the roof was about to come off.
All that for 0 points combined. I mean, good looks in transition. Nothing to show for it.
Taylor had that feed from mid-court, and it ends up a foul. So here's Henry Coleman, the third at the free throw line. A&M is
play so aggressively, but they've got to find a way to convert. And really, they've lost some confidence.
And a rejection. Man, they are letting them go. There are hockey games with less contact. What a challenge by Barnes.
And this is intentional by Ole Miss. You want to send him towards the sideline where the help is coming. Diaz overplaying that side because he trusts his teammate. Came over a little bit late, but it came over athletically. And Payne, who has been red hot over the past few games, says, man, that's the toughest look I've had in SEC play. 20 of 24.
Beautiful move by Phelps to fake the out and then duck back in. This is the most physical league in college basketball by far. And we've seen evidence of that already here in the first 5.5 minutes. Lob, flush, and a hammer delivered by Malik Dia.
And that's how you break that press. As soon as you break it, you must attack.
Phelps with the spin, hangs, hits, what a move. He was looking to pass, and then off balance, and it falls off the rim, and Padula secures it. A runner off the glass and in for Jada. A&M's late season surge last year after starting against Ole Miss. Phelps' shot is short. These teams met 3 times last year. Transition three is good. Jalen Murray, Miss team, but they're getting it done so far tonight. Swing from Padula. Brakefield gives it up. Back to Padula. He was Virginia Tech's leading scorer last year, and he catches in for a triple. 8.
Mentioned Wake Forest, quietly one of the hotter teams right now, especially in the ACC. Huge opportunity against Duke.
Here's Hayden Hefner for three. Buries it. That's his went around Padula, who ends up with the takeaway.
And that's a no-pass offense possession, right? I mean, you just come down and dribble to the side and go 1-on-5. That's not going to get you the look you want.
Murray drives and dishes. Here's Padula. Got it! Couple of big threes.
Unpredictable shots where everybody's like, what the heck? And remember to start the game, I mentioned, Tom, Ole Miss switches a lot. So let's switch till we get the matchup we want if you're Texas A&M, which, by the way, the matchup I want is the guy that didn't have a shoe on.
David Barnes for three. Rebels have already hit 5 threes in this game. They average 9 makes from deep per game. Wiltshire contested jumper.
He's one of
This should be easy. Take the shots. It's just basketball.
I mean, that's as reassuring as it can be, right? Except you're on the road in the SEC where Ole Miss is 9-0. They've had 4 different players hit threes, including the
ball reversals you see again. is Brakefield, but they're not taking the bait and going baseline towards the sideline the way A&M wants them to, and A&M's done it a few times.
Taylor on the run off the window. That's the first bucket for Wade Taylor. He and Phelps combined for about 32 points per game, and so far tonight they totaled 6.
And they're tough shot takers, but they're tough shot makers too.
Baseline drive by Brakefield, and he follows his own miss. There's a lot of contact on that one. Taylor is 1 for 4 from the floor, 0 for 2 from 3. Here's Wiltshire. Nebraska transfer, hits a couple of very gingerly off the floor just a couple of minutes into this game. But he doesn't look bothered at all since then. Dia offers the screen. Jalen Murray, shot clock at 2. Contested 3. Wow! It is Jalen Murray's night. He's got 3.
Man, he is feeling good right now. 3 of 4, and also been a great distributor against this A&M defense.
Here's Hefner off the skip pass, and that one finds the bottom of the net.
And that's an opening against these defenses that love to
Didn't run here in the first half for Ole Miss. Dia's been quiet. He only has 1 bucket. Morrell, once again, with 5 on the shot clock. You've got to be a confident team to let the shot clock straight ahead. Phelps got it. So Phelps and Taylor haven't been on the floor at the same time a ton so far tonight, but this is Jace Carter for 3.
I think he needed to see one go in. He can really help pretty, but they've hung right in there, only down 5. If they can keep it here, I think Buzz Williams would be pretty happy.
Seth, as I mentioned, said this would be a heavyweight fight. Here's Padula off the glass. There are more fouls called in SEC games than any other league in America, and that number only goes up in the NCAA tournament. It is as physical as it come. Ole Miss shows what looked like a zone for a minute. Now they fall back into man. About a 4.5 second difference shot in game clock. Phelps keeps it off balance, falls off. Garcia is there. He was an offensive rebound machine last year, but he can't hit the putback. And the rebound ends up in Barnes' hands on the floor. 5.1 remaining in the first half.
See if they can get him a look.
There he is, up the curl, picked up by Morrell. They still get it to him, off balance, but he stepped on the sideline. And 4.4 seconds. How quickly he wants to push it. He's got Carter in front of him. Into Carter, looking for Brakefield. He'll take it himself, and a little contact, but no whistle. And that's how the first half will come to an end. Neither team over 40%. Sizzling. 7 of 21 from deep. Phelps and Taylor have combined for just 8 points. Malik Dia off balance gets his second bucket of the game. And looking for shots is a whole nother thing altogether. Wade Taylor gets a shot off the backboard and in. That's only his second. They were fantastic on the glass. Dia, that one had 19 rebounds against Bama. Taylor's short. He's taken all 3 shots this half.
At some point, you got to let the game come to you a little bit. I get looking for your own.
Whoa, Murray with the bullet pass. Dia puts it on the ground. We are just letting them play, aren't we? We had a combined, we have, still to this point, only 2 free throw attempts in this game.
And the footwork and balance, 6'9", 250. Malik Dia able to keep his stance and get an on-balance shot.
Phelps, fadeaway. Zurich, Phelps has 8. Wade Taylor 2 for 7 in this game, 0 for 4 from deep. To the baseline, Payne reverses it in. Great footwork. Watching Ole Miss and the way they use clock is like watching Tony Bennett's Virginia teams. Here's Dia off the rim.
I think part of it is they just do not want to drive baseline where A&M wants it to go.
Here's Payne underneath.
Well, we give up a spin baseline and then get beat down in transition.
Buzz's teams have been come from behind monsters over the last couple of years, especially. Here's Brakefield. Payne jumped out on him. Dia mid-range. Yep.
Tom, another thing for Ole Miss, this is a good roster, but not the most talented roster you'll find in the SEC. So they cannot afford to take possessions off. They've got to beat teams with their toughness and energy for all 40 minutes.
Obaseki beats Brakefield to the rim. And A&M. Murray. Klafke. Shot clock at 1.
Too many pump fakes. They've had a couple clean looks. Brakefield had one earlier.
Oh! Phelps went behind the back, and he's going to the line.
But he's kind of a right-handed Radford for this A&M team, and that filled that role, especially in conference play.
Knocks them both down. He's Phelps finds Payne. He is a weapon down low for giving him 12 points a game. Since December 1st, he leads the country in field goal percentage. 83% coming into this game. Padula, the handoff, drains it. Sean Padula. 7th steal of the game for Ole Miss. Here's Morrell. Here's Padula. Padula's got the headband on. He's got a nice short game. Taylor shakes Dia. Rejected. Sent to the bench by Trey Davis.
Defense on Payne, but this time he was early and often says, give me that. And then step
out. And so they'll wait another day. Here's Obaseki. That is coming your way Friday afternoon on ESPN, ESPN Plus, and Disney Plus. Obaseki fouled on the drive. And the whistles coming a little bit more frequently now. A&M. Ole Miss still hasn't been to the charity stripe, and this one going against teams in the NCAA tournament when the whistles
are. And if teams in the SEC have to adjust, they've got to adjust. It might lead to longer games at times.
Padula with the drive in the dish. They kick it out. Murray sidestep three. Jalen Murray with another. Obaseki answers right over the top of Barnes. This is wide open as you'll find.
Unusual. 29 of their 54 attempts in this game have been from three. Ole Miss content with taking those open looks.
That was a busy move by Obaseki. He's got the last 5.
Yeah.
Their home matchups and went head-to-head. A&M knocked them off in the SEC tournament. Bridgestone Arena in Nashville. Padula, ball fake. Got it!
And right now, Ole Miss continues to make timely threes to keep this lead.
Taylor needs some help trying to guard Brakefield. Hefner denial, and then Taylor got a bump as he was going for the loose ball. Push 3 on 2. Jalen Murray has it rejected. Obaseki comes out with it. Aggies have been willing to push the tempo. Hefner bangs it home.
More steals than Matt Morrell. He said, I hate that about him. They both have 2 right now, though. Chris Beard wants to see more.
Well, the Rebels have been able to cash in on the takeaways. Here's Dia. He's got a dozen.
They've got to get him some
offensive rebound. That is their specialty. Payne had his hands on that one, but couldn't bring it home.
You talk about a physical battle on the glass. Unbelievable.
Skip pass, transition 3. Boom! It goes home for Brady. Payne the rebound. Phelps and Taylor on the floor at the same time. They haven't been efficient tonight. Phelps has it tipped in on a fantastic effort by Pharrell Payne. Rebels have 3 in double figures, including Murray with a team high 12.
They really want to get Dia a touchdown low.
He is fighting for space. The clear out made space for Brakefield, and he's fouled by Payne.
First free throw of the game for Ole Miss.
He's have lost their last 2. And in danger of dropping 3 in a row. They've dominated Ole Miss on the glass, but haven't been able to turn it into points. Brakefield with a flat-footed rebound that time.
A great hustle by Ole Miss in transition. Everybody got back to collect that defensive board.
A&M is plus 16 on the glass. The Aggies have turned it over 19 times to give those possessions back. Out to Padula. Stripped on his way in with 6 seconds on the shot. Here's Padula off the mark. So Larry Brown just not that
Impactful enough to get a play named after him. It's like if somebody turns it over, we call it a Tom Hart. That's okay.
And has been a nice weapon. Washington back up top. Obaseki under 2 to play. Contested shots almost every time for A&M.
The opponents.
No, that's on 37. Started his career at Minnesota, and he goes.
Cards are going to be a combined 6 of 29 for 14 points. You think blowout city, but here they are, 2-possession game with 2 to go.
Padula finds a gap, peels away. A&M really extending the defense all the way out towards midcourt. Carter picks up Murray. Buzz shouting directions from the A&M bench right in front of us. Murray between the legs. Beautiful bounce pass. A challenge at the rim. Washington sent it the other way.
It is so hard to stay in front of Juju Murray, but he does a terrific job. And then Brakefield with a nice cut. But there's that backside help defense by Texas.
A&M 27% from 3, including 2 for 11 this half. Taylor working on Padula. Forces him to the baseline. And then a step and a walk. And it has been a tough night for Wade Taylor. And his turnover number.
Just nothing opened up.
Aggies take it away. Out front Carter. And he's fouled. They want him to count it. They will. And a 3-point opportunity for Jace Carter. To make it a 1-possession game. Rebounded by the Rebels.
A lot of his misses are the same, too. Back around.
Here's Padula. Nearly forced a 10-second call, and it got it. It was a takeaway anyway. It'll be sideline out of bounds for A&M. Their best rebounder on the floor is Anderson Garcia. Remember, he hit the game-tying 3 at the buzzer against Houston in the NCAA tournament. Here's Wiltshire the handoff, contested triple. And Barnes at the rebound. Now they got a foul, but they got 4 to give. They get it into Barnes on the sideline. Brakefield gives it up, and Murray quickly fouled. 42 seconds left.
First, enter this into their own backcourt and keep that same trapping defense.
They don't foul. Padula gets it. He finally gets hacked with 34 seconds left. And that's Garcia. Oh, they turned it over. Down 4:33 to play. Phelps on the run. Blocked, and they'll say goaltending again. They're going to take a look at it to kill a timeout here.
Miscommunication on the inbounds. He thought Brakefield was breaking out, and he had something else in mind. Great hustle by Brakefield.
And there's a foul, and Buzz Williams thought we had a takeaway here for A&M. That'll put Ole Miss at the free throw line. 72% on the season, and the veteran calmly knocks down the first. He'll leave Oxford as one of the top performers in this program's history, and he makes aces in offense for defense switch. Shot clock is off. Here's Zurich Phelps, been playing under the weather tonight. Phelps getting downhill, kisses it off the window and in. A&M's got one time. 75% on the year for Brakefield. There's a trap as soon as the inbounds comes. 19.8 remaining. And David Barnes, 68%, going to the free throw line. In and out. Chance for A&M. Down 2. 16 seconds left. Obaseki for 3 in the lead. lead. First lead of the game for A&M. Padula tied up in the backcourt. Shakes Taylor into the front court. Here's Brakefield with 6. Off the glass, no good. Rebound. And that's how we'll end. A&M takes its first lead on its last possession, and the Aggies are going to escape Oxford with the win. Back-to-back one-possession losses for Ole Miss, but the Aggies now have 5 ranked wins in their pocket on this season. And Buzz Williams has as many road wins against the top 25 in 6 seasons as the previous 37 seasons in Aggie history.
I am absolutely stunned. The Aggies just kept fighting. Shoot less than 40%, less than 30% from 3. It just kept looking like this was Ole Miss's game, but a missed free throw only in the 1-and-1. And here's some penetration. It's all about no middle for Ole Miss's defense, but when they give up that middle penetration, it's a kick out. And Obaseki, this is a guy shooting less than 30% from 3, steps up and makes the shot of his life on the road, and then just battle, loose ball, fight, effort, everything contested, going till the final horn. And trust me, as an Aggies player, this will be a road win you will never forget as long as you live. Tough, grimy,